appropriation for some some to challenge your back and freedom. Some then he happened he wanted to Sam bro Sam then I am separated like you for the third time but think about it's been but think about our shed happy offering shoulder Hebrew daughter for office short is far off. I didn't like it. Easy. Again. Hey, I'm sorry. This is crazy. Fuck already. I'm on 10 What is 10% like? In talk. He says, go to remember. I'm with some shit about it's about it like game good and get over 5 door to door but I was sure to is have to door because our bottle what brought what other band supporting everything like I don't get that I do good make it good that is but the shit is anyway back on this I don't like every job anyway soon we did gonna focus on like a same and look at the team that captain he was like the pain take it or operate whatever you know look at chappy whatever is a win said like a captain you know this is about 3 pieces I don't want check and eat you know about it okay now check soon one I was shocked I'm out because I was sure you out I support it I'm an already very support it then I think you do I was Papa as was looking at trippy girlship I can see some with it anyway I like it I was like it on your trip I find short is fish in the or a fish I saw or pretty in the is super separate I was like wow so was sweet truth under I was like rejected why she was sure or pretty is sweet separate you do and oh, leg. She said that when appropriate, like she was she I was pain, like she will be to a point like you doing. I upon the hour, I saw that episodes like a this sugar shit about all everything like how at the horizon pain. It's unappropriate, but I'm sure I'm but that she should, that should. You know, it's the first present everything like well. I remember time for she used for the sham and it for the sham suppers and it's burn. How the horizon one will be good for the sham because they are waiting for press, everything like press of it. Shipping, shipping you, they're doing some run with the other better. At the origin where the thing creature for the jam. Bro, pain man, what then? One a baby goose, eat it. Then a push for a Japan. Shit, then like it. What the shit, I'm already. Order to power again. Back around, you look like a pan. You prepare fish, you look pan. Pan. Then on the pan. On the face. And this therapeutic don't back your friend, each pair of prison. Everything like wait. I remember then. One hour, got it. I like appropriation, people were like people in the Kardashian out of work. The recruit for the charm out of work. It's the hard. It's fucking prison, pro and event. But down a origin that what their cruiser for the sin. Begin the open the preference in the pro. It's paper. If you author paper fan or is silver it, because author paper is sprag. I'm on a this, like pretty dark. It's a son. And it's I was shepherding. I've got a phone. I've been other fish or the background like it that sugar aman. For public creed, gratitude or the fish. Like breed pen, preview. The dog, I was check everything. Wow, how to talk about this. How freezing everything like why they're good for the sun. Let the horizon. Bro, Hannah, apparently, we'll run under. I it. We'll run. We dog. Anyway, that short, sweet, big, baby, having like shit, sweet sham, headed the pen, out to a penny with the shit, this with sham, headed to the penny, and the figures over it, brown, bad at the but I thought origin, fire, there, sweet, or hater, bro. But like, shit, ahorita tan para tan que choro porque se cruz ahorita tem purita cruz ahora chega onde cap or abata para ver that naga shi hada ahorita pan ora pede sister or eight bro she was she even the food but big big into it up and like I'm sure I'm at that shit sweet thing bro ben chada heady to order a bit don't like game up it out please water some everything oh shit heady and every I'm sick of everything somebody's hand up over sweet girl to his hammer or then this how I think now well shit they bought it is or a push or a I'm sure and I'm not sure I'm kinda sad pain I'm by order again how was your target that shit it is or a time because I don't want to she hated on the bus shit I was she said that shouldn't be anyway I want them then Chris dog his shark whatever like a foot I remember that also or shake a shark yeah third cruise profit faith I remember that whatever you do I was well cat like a she said don't ever eat and never everything she to tell me to I don't how about to double that catch you do whatever you do bad that appropriation no but there was sure appropriate or a pen like a appropriation but simple fit you do bro like this or simple you do whatever I don't understand why there was some being perfect long simple to a bone that's one short praise let's like a thing building let's you do then preach or terrible or it's terrible pen that girl I'm you know how but teacher origin or this she shoot pen I want you hold there come
Hello. So I'm here today because my sister told me she was gonna talk about it, and I want to talk about it too because I'm important, folks. Period. So
I'm so proud of you doing
yep. So I was gonna talk about how, with Khole, the beauty standard is like very pushed upon her because first of all, her family like really matches the beauty standards when it comes to money, looks, and like literally everything. They like, I would love to be one of the Kardashians. Like, on God, fact. But the beauty standard, I think most of the people hating on Khloe would be men. I haven't actually checked because why would I? I haven't actually checked, but I believe that it would be mostly men or women too. It can be that. The reason being is that men have been in power for like so long, so they got to like say what was the beauty standard and what was not the beauty standards. Even like white people being the beauty standards, that was created by men. So So I think that's why it would be men, but it could also be women, being the fact that the beauty standard is just like such a big part of everyone's daily lives. Like me, I feel very insecure. Don't tell my mom I said that, but I feel very insecure about my body, and so it's a very difficult thing for me because I've seen a lot of women online. Like, of course, there's a lot of women posting about body positivity, but there's also a lot of women who Photoshop their bodies to make it look and match the beauty standards. Like, Daniel Khan. Like, of course, it's like more of her mother doing it, but but there is Photoshop in her pictures that make her seem more skinnier than she actually is. So, with the men pushing the beauty standards, the women are obviously going to learn from it and take that into consideration, and they're going to push it onto other women, and it's just going to be this endless loop of other people pushing other people and like telling them, oh, you don't match the beauty standards, so you're ugly, and this and that. So that's why it could really be both genders. I have a feeling I don't think the NBs would come to this conversation because they're not even getting the rights they need, so I don't really think they have a place to talk. Let me shut up now. But yes, that's why I think it would be both genders, to like female and male. So yeah. Bye. Time is
This is how the better sin.
1:42.
Some shit of bread.
1:42.
Pues, you do. Then a pen order. The farm, then she did beat you do like a thing, like a shit. Having like then a pen on a pen, fruit on other woman, was a very thing. Like a shim beat, like a horse, very simple, but like a dimpish holder, pen, and then like a very easy foot. Right. There are others. So there are people like it is, had a loss. I'm shiver, limp, hinder, whatever you do. But like a woman. For like a woman. Then this, like, take it, but take a purpose. Shimmer, purpose, tempest, like a tiger, never doing like a bear, tempest, you do.
Like mine.
That's when it's a better, for like woman. The bad tongue like one take is a better dog. It's a better, but at the origin, but the don't everything that people do better, you know. At the origin. Why? What do you tell pushing them soon was vision and like a prison camp? Oh no, at the origin. Like soon. Precious soon, pray. Talking truth. That's vision. Tag when it is other person, other band press like all them super duper. That was be profit and
Yeah.
also praise what it is. So the happy. Don't.
But like we were saying before, she wants to live like a normal life. She cannot do that. Reason why? Because her family, like all of her family, looks so
Shut
beautiful.
up.
They're like photoshopped. Yes, like photoshopped. Like they have money.
Yes.
They have.
Nigga,
I mean, like I think it was Kyle.
oh my God.
She there's like so many headlines and posts or whatever talking about how she's the first female adult who is a self-made was it billionaire, which she's not because she got money from her family because her family was like in the past they were already rich. So like she got money from her family, just doesn't whatever. So it's not like she can live a normal life because she's lived with her family. She is like very known around the world. So it's like not it's not very possible for her to live. You know?
Yes. You doing? I think like
It smells like hair oil.
I find it bad for her. You doing? Because she is able to do. She for the other people you do. Because office order to do like a fish. Game for from butter.
Biological fire.
Yeah. Yes. Like it. Yeah.
Kylie. Kendall.
Yes.
Kylie's well, I think she's on Jennifer.
Order butter.
Jennifer is her.
Order thing in the that's when like should be have should be feed other people and a favorite should you do let should do it or who knows or a fish for eating or a egg or spin should or swim. Yeah, it's a person.
You know?
I dog one baby is on or a big shit check quality policy.
She braided her hair before?
Yes, friend.
Seriously?
Yes. And or a friend.
Oh.
Or a remember that. Like, yeah. But I think that you do it for me. I think come it's okay. Man, that you do. It's just a fancy. No, I think a citizen. No, I don't remember. Corey, simple. Go.
I remember before we were talking about something. It was like really long, so now our views changed.
Yeah.
But it was like oh, why do black people call so many cultural appropriations that aren't even cultural appropriation, but they straighten their hair, and I was thinking like there's no such thing as white culture, so you cannot be cultural appropriating white people culture because white people culture is good.
Yes, I want to be in.
It is the right opinion.
Be in.
Republicans suck.
Do the pit. Sure, the pit. If you take it in, we sure, then the pit. How about that bullshit fish?
Capitalism sucks.
You doing? All the time, I was scared. I think it's going to put it one thing with that, but have enough. You doing? Have enough.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But why do white people call other white people for cultural appropriation? Like,
Because
the black people do not ask you. Black people do not ask you to tell you, hey, stop cultural appropriation. Like, that's not.
Okay, yeah.
Shut up and get out. Become like learn about privilege or something. The fuck?
Yeah, right. But I wish primitive son. Don't talk about calling rich.
No. They should talk about cultural appropriation. But like,
but then don't. Man, they're face back. So other people.
or like they can talk about cultural appropriating, but they have to look at the people whose culture that is,
Yes.
then see if they're okay with it, and if they're not, then they can be like, hey, you need to like take this down because the people whose culture that is are not okay with that. But if like they look at the people's whose culture that is and they're like, oh yeah, I'm totally fine with this, like the Patrick Star,
Yes.
when he was wearing the
Yes.
head thingy, and it was like, I remember she told me like the comments or whatever, and it was like comments and like literally all the comments.
But like a thought, like a shoulder, because she'll privilege less strong, like a boo you do.
Khole.
Like a boo rich, big, so hard, big, so good, with the best couple for privilege. If so for a grand, boo, so I see to a boo, man, I'm a thing, if it don't like a, they're a privilege, the put what a people. They do the privilege. Even them preaching with my people. Even there, when don't go up in. Ben, harder for us, they'll privilege. I'm sure, check.
I was trying to say that like the Patrick Star incident, she showed me like the photo. I think it was on Facebook or something. And there was just comments and like the people whose culture was, I think it was specifically like Nigerians and maybe some Ghanaians in there, but they were just like, this is nice, I like this is good. But like all the white people and all the like African Americans were like, take it down, Patrick, take it down, that's disrespectful. But the thing is, like, like black people, African Americans specifically, don't know where they come from, so of course they have a right in it, but there's also a line there that you can't cross if you're African American. They're like, white people can't cross a line where they tell other white people that's cultural appropriation if a black people did not tell them that it was cultural appropriation. So that's the line where the white people stop. The line where African Americans stop is when African people themselves, whose culture it is, are totally okay with it, and the African Americans are like, no, that's not okay. That's where their line stop. Like that, they're over the line at that point. And the African, just so they each culture does have their own like line where they stop, and African Americans sometimes tend to go over that line, which please come back to where that line is. I don't need you going over it.
Yeah, Chris. She's a pet.
Period. I speak facts, no printer.
Yeah, Chris. I'm taking that. I don't remember. Private capital in the fish bacon. I'm taking the things you do. I know it. Soon. Whatever.
Oh, Kardashians. Yes.
Oh my God. I'm sick. I'm terrible. I'm sick with them.
Their family is so problematic. Oh my God.
Yeah. Privilege.
No. Problematic.
Yeah, not going for this.
Lifesaver.
You don't go back, you don't back. Every time, down all back, on the face, she will. Beautiful.
They're not beautiful. They're so...
Like she will do bad.
Guys,
Like
don't
this.
sue me.
She will do bad. Like this.
We fight a lot.
Don't. Every time I shop or shoot,
So it's wet.
Or again, I'm in the way. Open like short. Cozy, the pretty theory. Who do? But I think like she is a thing. Good. You do like she's doing. They're prepared. But what a prepared sweet head is in the kitchen. Look at this.
I think that's because famous people are still human, so they have feelings. So it's very easy for someone who's like famous and then like they show their body and the people are like, you're so ugly. Ew.
But
And then they're like,
but
yeah. And then they back to Photoshop, you know?
yeah, but Professor, she, boyfriend, then the baby, and then the bitch, authorable, all the shit, application, some boyfriend, and the boyfriend, and let them put the whole shit done, and the teacher, all the bitch, because they was friend, Kim, who do, like a printer, capital, how I love it, there's a shaman, but you see. Water down. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me do some promo real quick. Hold on.
But
You
I
should
got
follow.
hand in the film.
I don't care. You should follow. Yeah, do that. You should do that. The time is 2:13.
And the film. Like a proposed house. Like a super. I'm thinking to the fucking swing. Like a this and like a deep thing happens. And for or did you when see you? Okay. I am for everything. Like a ban. Send it back.
Bye. Mwah. Sarange apart.
Jump it.